Welcome back to your video tutorials. Today is day 14, day 14.1. Introduction to tables and filters. Okay, exercise to use. Let's see, let's go ahead and snap this window to the right hand side. Here's the Excel files, right? So open Excel student files. I'm going to snap this window to the left hand side. Okay, and I'm going to open Unit B exercises and then open subfolder exercise formulas. And then we're going to open stationery. From work file. There you go. A lot of these files that you guys are gonna open, okay, under the exercises, they're just gonna open up like this. See, we have Unit A exercise, B exercise, and D exercises. Okay, a lot of these files are gonna have some instructions. It's gonna have the data and some screenshots, okay, for the formulas needed to complete that particular spreadsheet. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and move this out of the way. There you go. Left click and drag just to get it out of the way. There you go. Now, right here it looks like, okay, this is gonna be the introduction to tables, okay? But in order for us to have the tables, we have to get the totals here, okay? Now this is a simple formula, a very simple. So that's equal. Okay, so we have our equal. Now right here, let's say this is, okay, this is the quantity, right? So we're gonna click into B3 and we wanna find out the total cost, okay? So B3 times C3 and then we hit enter. So there's the total cost. Now using the field handle, just gonna go ahead and get the totals, all the totals. Right here we're gonna get another label totals because we wanna get a total right here. See? So now in this case I'm gonna type in my formula equals sum open parentheses. I'm gonna select my data, close my parentheses and enter, and there's my grand total. Okay, let's say that we also want to find out about the total of how many, the quantity. Same process. We've been through formulas before, so you guys should be able to do this. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight this data and I'm gonna center this data. This one to center. Okay, why? Okay, because we have a custom format. So I'm just gonna change this back to general and then we should be able to center that and center this total as well. So we're gonna change it from custom to general. There you go. And apply the comma. No, no comma. Let's go ahead and remove the comma. Okay, here's undo. And there we go. Save. Okay, so now that we have our data here, okay, let's go ahead and use it. We're gonna convert this spreadsheet into a table. Now, why we convert a spreadsheet into a table? Because a lot of times the tables are gonna allow us to filter the data and display the data. I mean, just the data that we wanna display. Okay. Now, just by saying that, here, okay. Just by saying that, okay. Here's the title. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a merchant center. On the titles, normally I don't suggest that you guys include it into your table. Okay. Now, it is recommended that you guys, in this case, is separate. Okay, by inserting another rule, separate, okay, your table from the title. Okay, now that we accomplished this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be selecting all the data, including the total. Okay, now that we have A3 through D24 selected, this is what we're gonna do. See, we have the format as table. Now, there's quite a few different table styles here, different colors, different formats, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with this one here. One click, and this is what's gonna happen. The format as table window is gonna open, basically asking me, okay, where's the data for your table? And as you guys can see, this the range is already here. Why? Because we select the range before. Okay. Now, right here, this is very important. See that you guys pay attention to. My table has headers. Why? We're gonna see it in a minute. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna leave this check mark for now. Telling Excel that before when you change or you convert this data into a table, you know, make sure that you are gonna leave my headers, description, quantity, cost per item, and so on. Okay. So now all we need to do is just click on OK. I'm gonna click into any other empty cell, and there's my table. Okay. Now we're probably gonna need to resize these columns just to display all the items, and there we go. Okay, so basically this tool, what it's doing is converting my data into a table, and into my headers is giving me this done arrows. Okay, now what these done arrows are gonna do, they are gonna allow me to filter my data. Okay, this is a small table, but there's gonna be occasions that you guys are probably gonna be working with thousands of different items or maybe millions. Okay, so that's when convert a table is gonna be very useful, because a lot of times we wanna filter the data. Okay, now here's my headers. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and click on undo. There you go. Now the data is still selected. Now I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say, okay, I wanna format this as a table, same format. But this time I'm gonna say my table has no headers, just by removing the check mark, and click on OK. Now, what's gonna happen? I'm still having my headers, but Excel is gonna be adding this headers, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Okay, it's gonna give me the same options to filter the data, but I don't think that's gonna be looking too good. Okay, so again, I'm gonna click on undo. Okay, now that I click on undo, again, I'm gonna come back to format as table. I'm gonna be using a different one. I'm gonna make sure that my check mark is there. My table has headers, and click on OK. Okay, now there's gonna be occasions that this is gonna happen depending on the table that you guys choose. Okay, so here's my cells, but it looks like I have no labels. So I'm gonna select the range A3 through D3, come back to home, and under home, I'm gonna go ahead and change the font color to maybe white, and resize my columns by double clicking on the line between the columns, and there we are. Okay, so everything is there. Now let's say that we probably say, okay, if somebody asks me, okay, Alfredo, we wanna get the numbers exactly for pencils. Okay, well, we need just information for pencils and the writing pads. Okay, we only want to see that information for those two items. So first of all, we remove all the check marks, and then by clicking into select all, and then we just select. See, there's a scroll bar. We just select the two items that we want to display, and we click on OK. Now what's gonna happen? Okay, let me go ahead and delete these two screenshots so we don't get confused. Okay, and there we are. See, we are only displaying the information for writing pad. We have 86 in stock. Okay, their cost $3.95, and the total cost is $329.70. Okay, so that's the other reason why we use table. We convert our data into a table because we could filter all the data. Okay, now anytime that you guys open a spreadsheet and you guys see these headers and you see the difference, there's like a little filter here. Okay, so basically Excel is telling me, hey, there's more data. If you click here, you if and if you want to display all the data, just click right here where it says clear filter from description. When we do that, all the data is gonna appear again. Okay, now let's go ahead and filter this by quantity. I'm gonna click into the down arrow, and they're probably gonna say, okay, see, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, select all, and they're probably gonna say, okay, what are the biggest numbers that we have on stock? The three items with bigger amounts in stock. See, so we have this 3036, 603, and 520. When we click on OK, there you go. See, that information is just gonna be displayed, and it's telling me that the ballpoint pencils and total are being displayed. Now I'm gonna redisplay the data because we shouldn't select the data. I mean the total here. Okay, so we're just gonna come back, scroll down, remove this 3036, click on OK, and there's the two items. Okay, now remember that I asked for the three items with more items in stock. So we're gonna come back here, click on 340, and now the 340 is the ballpoint pen red. Okay, so that's how you filter your data. Okay, by using tables. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clear the filter. Okay, maybe we want to display the information by prices. We want to know what is the item that it costs more. The three items that with the highest price. Okay, that's the stapler, hole punch, and the ring binder. And there's the prices. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the filter, and then we could also display the data by cost. Okay, we could say, okay, what is the item that it costs more? Total. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the total. Scroll down, remove the total, and it's gonna be 1,300. And again, see, that's a ballpoint pen blue package. Okay, so that's how why a lot of times we convert our data into a table because it's gonna help us to easily and quickly and accurately see just display the data that we wanna get information about. Okay, anytime that you guys see this little filter here is because some data is being filtered. We click into it, click on clear filter from clear filter, and there's your table. Okay, make sure you guys click on save, and there's gonna be occasions that you guys are gonna be getting this window. Just go ahead and click on continue. It's the compatibility checker. A lot of the spreadsheets were created with a different version of Microsoft Office or spreadsheets. Okay, so it's just giving you the compatibility by click on continue, and you take care of that. Okay, well, thank you, and that was the introduction to tables and filters. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.